Josh Kingsley here with Ian Bedge after the Basingstoke game. Ian, you said to me in pre-season you're going to be walking up a hill in a pair of flip-flops. It was a bit of that this afternoon, wasn't it?
No. I felt that we gave away two very, very poor goals, and as a group we were very, very poor for the first 45 minutes. And unfortunately, pre-season there is no points, and we've done well in pre-season. And we gifted Basingstoke 3 points today, which is very, very disappointing, considering if you look at the chances, they had 2 and we had 3. They stuck theirs away, even though we didn't play well for 45 minutes. But you know, that's what happens in football, and we got punished today.
It was individual goals from Delano Samuel York, wasn't it? He looked pretty good when he drilled them both in.
He's a handful, isn't he? And unfortunately for us, you know, young Ben Wilson got exposed, which is unfortunate for him and it's a lesson he'll learn. And the left back, that area causes a problem again. But we're disappointed, very, very disappointed. But you know, we live to fight another day. It's the first game of the season. We've got to make sure that we bounce back.
Well, you're going to expect some highs and lows this season, weren't you? So it's not too unusual. Do you think you're going to be able to bounce straight back on the away game?
I certainly hope so. Certainly hope so. You know, the last 2 or 3 years we have lost the first game and always won the second game away from home. So hopefully we'll have the character and we'll be able to bounce back.
And through this game, did you have any injuries that you know of yet?
I think there's 1 or 2, but as we speak at the moment, I think Danny Smith, obviously, Ryan O'Hara will be unavailable. He's torn his hamstring. So once again, the injury drinks has struck again.
Was there any sort of anything pleasing that you could take from this game, Ian?
Yeah, the attitude of the players second half. I thought they dug in. You know, the next goal was always going to be important. Unfortunately, we couldn't get it. I thought, you know, the performances of DJ Spooner. I thought he showed us a spark when he came on. I thought Andrew White showed us a spark, but we didn't have enough quality in the final third again.
All right, Ian, well, thank you very much, and onwards and upwards, yeah?
Hope so.
Thanks very much. Kingsley with Ben Wilson. Ben, your first game, it might have not gone the way you liked after having to come off so early, but how did it feel for the first 28 minutes or so?
Yeah, it was good. It was a better atmosphere than the reserve games, but yeah, it was nice to finally get on after a few years here.
Do you have any nerves when you started today?
Not really. I'm not one that gets really nervous, but it's just, you know, nice to get on and start, prove for my place.
What did you make of the pace of the game? Did it sort of like, did it seem a big jump for you or not?
I don't think the pace is the problem. I think it's the sort of tactics around it. So, you know, we're fighting now for points instead of our own abilities. You know, we're a team here. We're not individuals like we are most places where you're playing for yourself to make yourself a professional, or, you know, make yourself the best player. Here we're trying to win points. You know, we take it as a team. So, you know, it's a lot different than I'm used to.
So when you turned up here this morning, did you know beforehand that you were starting today or not?
Well, in training they were dropping hints, but I didn't think, I was just hoping I'd be in the squad, not having to run out the back, but, just to say I'm starting, I was proud, chuffed. So, I'd like to have got a bit longer, but it's just one of those things. I take it. It's a learning curve, and I'm ready for Truro.
You're ready for Truro. Good. That's what I like to hear. And were you disappointed to come off?
Well, nobody can be happy to come off, but it's just one of those things. If for the good of the team, if it got us 3 points, then I wouldn't have mind. But still, I do what I'm told. I'm not in charge here.
I always remember, you believe it or not, Ben, I used to be a jockey, a tall, fat jockey now. But my first race I ever had as a jockey, I forgot to do my girth up, and as I went over the finishing line, the saddle moved, and I nearly fell off live on TV. I didn't win, and I got beat by a girl. And that was my trainer gave me a right clip round the ear. So it's the first duck to break is always the hardest, isn't it?
Yeah, it is definitely. But once you got it over, you almost feel confident now, and you're raring to go, prove a point. People have only seen 20 minutes of me, so I'm ready to go and prove people that I can play at this level and get 90 minutes under me.
What did you make of Basingstoke? Because they are going to be a stronger team than they've previously been in previous seasons. Did they shock you with the sort of speed they had down those flanks? Because they looked quite strong, didn't they?
I think they had a good tactics, good formation. I think they sort of put it on our back four today with 3 forwards. It was normally I'm used to 2 or maybe the 1, but they were right at us today. And I think that York, he's strong. It's different. Normally strikers that I play against will just try and win the header and they're not worried about before the ball, getting himself around me. So, it's just learning still. Got to get used to the more physical element of the game and, not getting too tight and so he can just roll me and beat me for pace. So, yeah, it's just get back to the training ground and get working on things and prove to the manager that I can last 90 minutes.
So you come out and you line up before kick-off, waiting for them to kick off. What is it like to look to your right and see Andy Forbes and Tom Jordan in defence with you?
It's good. I like, they're good talkers. They talk a lot, give you good confidence. So it's better than having somebody that doesn't talk and is a mute. But yeah, it's good, yeah. And it's good on the training ground. They're always giving you tips, things that I can learn off them, and they're good role models.
So your main goal this season would be a regular in the Blue Square South. After that, where would you like to go from there?
Well, I think I've got to earn the right to play at the Blue Square first, and from there anything can happen. Just start from here. Don't want to get too carried away yet.
That's what I like to hear. Level-headed. And who's your team that you support apart from Eastleigh?
I'm a Liverpool fan.
Oh, so you would like to go and play there one day?
Oh wow, that's a dream. It's in the distant future at the moment. So
they drew 1-1 with Sunderland, in case you don't know.
Typical. Typical Liverpool.
But don't beat yourself up and have a good evening tonight, all right?
Cheers, mate. Yeah, and you. Cheers.
Thank you.